We were constantly learning about Project Mercy in class. We did our research, but I thought Project Mercy was heavily involved in education and healthcare.
The past 3 days have been a great experience to see how really interconnected everyone is.
An entire ecosystem was created with healthcare, with sustainable farming, with organic farming here, with children, with school. I realized that this was not just about the kids, it was about developing an entire community.
We did a tour of the entire, really the grounds, the village that Project Mercy sits in. And when we went up to the mountain and saw the creek and went around and saw the coffee beans and the farms, I think it really just put into perspective that it really is an entire community that Project Mercy has given some foundation to, that they can really self-sustain for themselves.
The whole community feels empowered to take agency over their land and the farm and the products and the things that they're creating with each other. The thing that really comes to my mind when I think about it is empowerment on both sides.
You don't just come here for 2 or 3 years and expect to make an impact. You have to build community buy-in. You have to have the community trust you, and that takes time.
Farming fuels raising chickens, which fuels the food that children eat, which fuels their education, which eventually turns into them being healthy, educated individuals. Eventually, I hope, which satisfies the goal of having as few patients as possible in the healthcare centers.
I think it didn't really register to me just how much of an impact Marta and Deme made and how much they dedicated their lives. Like, it wasn't just like a regular NGO project where you go, you help, and you go home. Like, this was their home. And it took people, it took dedication, it took love and care and a willingness to do something greater than yourself. And so knowing the sacrifices everyone made in order to make this happen, it makes me proud to be Ethiopian. It makes me proud to have a connectedness to these people.
One of the things that we've gotten the pleasure to do is dance with them and teach them a dance. Just seeing the faces of the children light up as we're creating something together. We're really this exchange of knowledge and culture and experience. It doesn't feel like it's a one-way street.
See how happy the kids were to learn things from us, of seeing how they adored us and how they accepted us into the community. And not just the kids, the staff members here. Everyone's been so welcoming and nice.
The kids are so amazing. They're so impressive. They're so smart. They're so loving. I'm just really grateful that even for 3 days I got to experience a little bit of it.
Even if it's a transactional deal or it's, filling out an Excel sheet, at the end of the day, you're impacting something and someone somewhere. And so leading with your heart, something that I will really take home with me.
Global humility is something that you think you want, I think you maybe even have before you come somewhere like Ethiopia, and especially somewhere like Project Mercy. I think that you really have perspective of what privilege we really have and the families that we were born into. And I think that has come to life for me a lot.
The one thing that I've learned firsthand about development here is, beyond being holistic and beyond everything turning into an ecosystem, is that you cannot sit elsewhere and think of developing a community that you're not a part of. And this entire experience, this entire trip has solidified my notion to come back to my own country, to face those problems, because I believe, like, after seeing things here, I believe I could be of more use to my community back in India. Seek knowledge, seek wellness, take small steps to make a big impact.